The real story behind the government's botched gun-running scandal about to be exposed, but not if the administration gets their way. Can it cover up the truth like it's done in the past?
They can give it their best shot. All right, the cover-up continues around Operation Fast and Furious. You know, the botched government sting operation that left an American Border Patrol agent dead and hundreds more dead in Mexico. Now ATF agent John Dodson is fighting the agency for permission to write a book exposing the truth behind the operation. And it's not the government's first crack at a cover-up. Our next guest knows firsthand the problems he's going to have writing this. Joining us right now is Fox News contributor and author of Fast and Furious, Barack Obama's bloodiest scandal and its shameless cover-up, Katie Pavlich. Katie, so this guy wants to do what you did. Why is he having a hard time?
Well, he's having a hard time because the Department of Justice, which is in control of the ATF supervisors, have denied an outside work request from whistleblower John Dodson. Now, to give a little background on who John Dodson is, he's the first whistleblower to come forward publicly on camera to talk about what was going on during Operation Fast and Furious back in 2011, early 2011, after Brian Terry, Border Patrol agent Brian Terry, was killed. Now, the agency is saying that in this letter that I have here, this 3-page letter, they're saying that the publication of this manuscript would hurt morale in ATF and it would lead to the bad relationships with the FBI and the DEA. But the problem with that is that morale within ATF is already at an all-time low. A survey from last spring showed that the leadership in ATF, the very same people denying this request, have an honesty and integrity problem. So this isn't about not wanting John Dodson to speak out because he's still part of the agency. This is about the same agency still continuing the cover-up and not wanting sunlight to shine on potentially criminal and incompetent behavior inside the agency from a first-hand account from John Dodson.
And they know if he writes this book, it's no longer going to be able, you're no longer going to be able to bury it because this is a guy on the inside. The official ATF response is similar to what you said. A subject is prohibited from writing about the issues that arise from his or her duties as a special agent and profiting from his or her experiences while still acting in the special agent capacity. So if Dodson wants to write the book, he's going to have to quit, Katie.
He's going to have to quit, but, the problem with this is that the ATF is now being inconsistent. I asked them for that statement. They came back with that, but there was nothing in the denial letter that stated anything about compensation or profiting. The denial letter specifically stated they didn't want him to publish this book, which is already written, by the way. They've seen the manuscript. They know what he's going to say. They don't want this book published because it will hurt morale. This has nothing to do with compensation, and ATF didn't even ask John Dodson if he was being compensated. Not to mention, I reached out to the Brian Terry family as well to see how they feel about this. They want this book published, and they've also said, if ATF has nothing to hide, why not let John Dodson publish the book?
Katie, thanks so much, and thanks for doing the research. And we'll see if Dodson's book does come out while he's still active.